indigenous organization. Uh, Basically, I like to brief on few things that we are facing as a human right defender. Firstly, the coal mining extraction, which is like banned in many countries. But if you see in the east of India, Assam, like the government have opened up the free access for the mining of coals, which as a result is harming the environment and the ecosystem. Secondly, Indian government have started the new palm oil production uh, 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 agenda. Like, but as we all know, the palm oil extraction has been banned in many countries because many big forest areas or ecosystem were already destroyed. We have all the datas with us. So this is another issue we are going on. Then extraction of minerals or oil lead to the decrease of the quality of the land, which is another threat for the indigenous people because they depend on the land for their livelihood and all. Then forestation and occupation of the forest land is a threat for the ecosystem, which is also affecting the animals and the water bodies because the deforestation leads to the flood effect, which is another a national issue that Assam is going on, and the construction of big dam, that is the one of the biggest threat for the human life because as we all know recently in Assam there is a big dam called Subansiri, and due to the malfunctioning of the construction, uh, a large portion of the land of the indigenous people were washed away. So this is another threat that our indigenous people residing in Assam are facing. And lastly, the minerals and the coal mining uh, areas in a diameter of around 10 kilometers, the people are not given any indigenous rights and their life is not secured because as we know that business without human life, which is a threat for the human life, is not a business at all. But there is no certain policies that the companies or the government or the infrastructure that coming to work in that area are taking any important measures to give a life support or life security to those people living within those boundaries. So what the panel will say that can government take up any policies or like, because we are like helpless since years we are fighting with the government to give indigenous people land rights. As you all know, we have in our last year session in person, we have and talked with everyone. Kindly send some representatives from UN to visit and see in the ground and the reports we will present. So what the panelists say that because the last session was also that we were committed that someone will come and represent them and they will see the ground report, but none have visited yet.
Thank you for that, and thank you for also asking a question, which I will throw back to our two speakers. But before then, Farah, thank you for your patience. Please feel free to jump in.
Uh, when we talk about indigenous people, we all know that we are facing issues. It's been a long year back, and now also, and the recent incidents like in Manipur, you all have been ever there. And there may be issues like natural resources, like the government have used natural resources without the consent of the indigenous people. What the panel will say about that? That if indigenous people are not getting any their right to land policies and all, still the government is running on their businesses. So do you think that indigenous people are getting the most violation for their human rights? So what the panel will say on this? And in this session, we have found many complaints against the company. So I like to make one short notice that JICA has been working in the east of India, where I belong to. We are all indigenous people out there. Firstly, we are not defined what is indigenous people by the government of India. Secondly, JICA have been working in healthcare, industrialization and infrastructure development. Recently, due to the malfunctioning and carelessness of JICA, many people have lost their life. And yesterday, a girl from a school, she's just a 17-year-old girl, due to the carelessness of JICA, have lost her life in a road accident. And last week itself, same incident for the carelessness of JICA, many families have lost their lives and the dear ones. And what can we do for such a careless company, which is like representing a country like Japan and have a very bad repo in the market?
Thank you very much. I think I'll open the panel up for response. Yes, we actually in Japan we have known, not only in India that you just described, but also for other jurisdictions. I think JICA or especially other relevant companies with respect to the JICA project or other project project in South Asian countries have some issues and claims that we are receiving, and some of them actually went to the NCP, National Contact Point, but NCP does not have any strict resolution mechanism in Japan at this moment. So I think we are still kind of in the phase of struggling to solve those kind of issues in an effective way. But at least I can say that as we just described here, or as Alina quickly mentioned, that we are trying to come up with some grievance mechanism in the Japanese community, so that we could have effective grievance mechanism in Japan and for the Japanese companies as well. So hopefully, in the near future, we could listen to very carefully what you just described, and we could solve those kind of issues effectively. But that's probably what I can say at this moment. But we are trying our best to improve as an entire community of Japan. Thank you, Roy. I think I'll move to the next few set of questions then. The gentleman right here in front. Gentleman in the back, and the gentleman here.